The lion walks not for revenge, but for restoration. The rain had not touched Mande in 3 weeks. The earth cracked like forgotten scrolls, dry and whispering. But above the hills of Niane, a sound deeper than thunder rolled through the valley. The sound of the djembe calling nations to rise. Sundiata stood beneath the Baobab tree where his ancestors once made oaths by firelight. His cloak, dyed deep with indigo and iron, moved gently in the wind. Around his neck hung the tooth of the lion he killed in exile, and at his side, the griot Bala Faseke tightened the skin of the war drum with deliberate hands. "This is not a drum for dancing," Bala murmured. "This drum is for reminding." Sundiata nodded. His eyes were already looking east, toward kingdoms that had long bowed to fear. 3 days later, the Lion Prince entered the kingdom of Do, homeland of his mother Sogolon, where the women still chanted her name in reverent whispers. The elders were gathered in the Council of Trees, a sacred circle surrounded by ancestral carvings. The chief elder, Mansa Bakari, narrowed his eyes at Sundiata. "You come not as a son of Do," he said, "but as a caller of war. Why should we bleed again for a land that no longer calls us kin?" Sundiata stepped forward, unwrapping a cloth from his belt. Within it lay a blackened seed, old and cracked. "This," he said, "is the seed of the great Baobab. You say Mande forgot you, but the soil of Mande is dry because your roots were never returned. Help me plant this, and our children will sit in its shade." A silence fell. Then a woman stepped forward, Elder Jaria, keeper of chants. She touched the seed and whispered, "He speaks like Sogolon, and her spirit walks with him. Let the drums of dew sound." And they did. By moonrise, Sundiata and his riders crossed into Tabon, land of hunters and raincallers. The forests here whispered old names. From the shadows emerged Komori, the blind hunter who trained Sundiata in the sacred ways during exile. Komori knelt and kissed the earth. "I heard the trees call your name. I told them he will come when the earth can no longer carry the silence." Sundiata embraced him. "I need your archers," he said. Komori pointed toward the hills. Shadows moved among the trees.